Chair Gary Gensler from the SEC was on the Hill today, and boy, did he not do well. We're going to play a clip of that, as well as what the Republicans said about what they want to do with Chair Gensler. And there's a couple of NFT drops, including the second Trump drop we're going to talk about as well. All today on OG Crypto and NFTs. Welcome, everyone. My name is Troy. And Monday through Friday, we go over the latest news in the non-fungible tokens, as well as digital currencies and crypto blockchain. All right, so before we jump into it, do me a favor, hit that subscribe button. Boom, boom, boom. That makes this channel grow fast. We have just so much to go over today. Let's jump right into it. Today, we know that Chair Gensler got in front of the committee, and in front of Congress, and a lot of congressional members had a conversation with him. They each had 5 minutes, and they went over and over and over on the ESG as well as cryptocurrencies. We're finding out more and more that these are rules by the SEC, and they're not necessarily rules by Congress, and he got beat up for that. But there's a few big highlights here. One, he was asked, was he given, any kind of questions and answers from Elizabeth Warren, which we all know in the past how unethical that is. He was asked that question, and he was asked about anyone giving him those. He didn't want to answer that question, so it makes me feel like he did have some more contact, and the answers were already given to him, which is kind of ridiculous. Also, it was submitted by one of the members that he was in cahoots with China, and he was holding back everyone as China is opening up for cryptocurrencies, and that in the Wall Street Journal had talked about China opening up and taking advantage of the poor regulations here in the United States, that they were open arms over there. So, but without further ado, thank you, Digital Asset Investor, for putting this in. This is Tom Emmer, and this is his 5 minutes of fame today. Let's get into it. Mm-hmm.
Reclaim my time. The answer is how many enforcement actions against asset companies? I think it's probably the answer is 5. My understanding, crypto failed probably FTX at $9 billion. You're the chairman of the SEC. How many times did you fire? Arguably, second biggest Terra Luna. Who was the chairman of the SEC when Terra Luna served? My time. There are 5 members on the committee. Interviews are to serve as the our quote bracket service enforcement here to the marketplace. Service providers register haven't provided for how they can be done. I must remind you, your public statements are not responsible to expect the American people. Your statements are a substitute. Agree with this regarding the digital asset. SEC additional congressional authorities to prevent transactions, products, and platform regulatory practice. Again, I asked you to comply with my questions. I'm asking you. I'm going to tell you. I'm quoting you from an August 3rd, 2021 article where you, and I believe you told Congressman Hill earlier that you need congressional authority to regulate. Happen to be a percentage of the crypto market. So the question is, when were you telling the truth? For Hill, you got to start answering questions in current manner, sir. Concern you, by the way, your approach last it driving this out of the United States. Claiming my time. I would like to enter into the record this Street Journal article detailing China's way to open crypto firms, effort to see an opportunity by our hostile regulatory environment. Look, Chair Gensler, FTX was domiciled abroad and so is finance. American consumers had access to really industry abroad is going to American consumers hasn't on your crypto market is ripe with non-compliance. However, existing SEC no sense for blockchain companies following the regulatory style lacks flexibility and nuance, and as a result, you've been an incompetent cop on the beat, doing nothing to protect everyday Americans and American firms into the hands of the sea. Your intention to work against put American investors in harm's way is very apparent, sir. A year and a half since you were here before Congress about the issue and with the SEC staff work environment you cultivated. The hemorrhaging your staff, the intellectual inconsistency of your regulatory treatment toward spot ETFs, litigation opportunity, for your treatment of certain SPACs, and that's just to name a.
Guys, this is insane. He's all right. Everything he's saying is right. In fact, I wish he would have taken Hester Pierce's little spat that she had a couple days ago and read that back to him, because she says that he's doing a terrible job and that there is no clarity. He keeps saying there's clarity, but he will not answer whether Bitcoin or Ethereum, especially Ethereum, is it a commodity or is it a security? It's a joke. If you have two or three of the agencies, the U.S. agencies, telling you that it is a commodity, and then you have Chair Gensler, who says everything's clear, but he won't answer the question whether Ethereum is a security or not, is a ridiculous travesty of justice. He needs to go, and this is where we're jumping into it, right? Okay, we know that Representative Davidson introduced legislation to fire SEC boss Gensler for crypto overreach. Again, if you're using 80-year-old rules and you're applying whatever you possibly can to today, you're just a bully cop on the beat. Well, here you're an incompetent cop, Tom Emmer says, but you're the bully because you have unlimited funds, and anyone that fights you, they're going to beat you but they're going to pay the price. And right now we know that Ripple is beating you down. There is no question about it. And you have nothing more to say except for what? I don't know which is a security and which is not. How much clearer can you be? You are incompetent, or, of course, as we all think, you're just doing this for JP Morgan and BlackRock. You're just trying to clear the deck for these companies that come in and scoop up all the cryptocurrencies. See, back with the internet being around, what happened? There was none of this. There was no information available. So who scooped it up? The big banks. Well, today the big banks can't. There's too much out there. Information's all available. All you're trying to do is choke off as many highway on-ramps to buy crypto as you possibly can. That's all you're doing because you want your buddies at Jamie Dimon and Goldman Sachs and all these. You want them to come in and get the lion's share and then control the market like they're doing in the stock market, right? And controlling whether stocks go up or down. You want us out. Guys, this should be a wake-up call for the next election. This is the attitude that you continue to see. All right, let's jump into NFTs. We're going to welcome in Emi. How are you doing, Emi?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing fantastic. It looks like another drop coming.
Yeah, so it looks like Mr. Trump has done a second collection of NFTs. And he wants everyone to take notice that he did not raise the price on them.
You know what? I mean, let's be very frank and honest here. Brilliant marketing, but it's just a money grab.
It's a money grab.
It's a money grab. I mean, let's call it. The guy just knows what to do. You know what? I would love
this. This is some amazing photoshopping right here.
Well, like, it's not really, but
this is really wow.
I would love to see Biden put out some NFT. It would be such a nightmare.
Unless it's him falling upstairs, no one's gonna buy it.
Yeah.
No one's gonna buy it.
Falling downstairs.
Yeah.
Oh no, you get some of his speeches where he slurs and he can't even put words together.
Yeah,
can't even read a teleprompter. Or he reads the stuff you're not supposed to read, like time to leave.
Yeah. Man, that's wild.
Bloopers. That's what it's called.
Bloopers, yeah. This is silly. There's not a ton to it. I'll put out more trading cards.
Well, another 47,000. What the fuck, man? He's just making money. That's it.
He's crazy. I saw somewhere that he made well over $1 million off of all this.
Oh, he went well over.
So
well, if you pull up OpenSea, what is the trading volume on this
Insane.
is stupid.
Yeah.
It is stupid.
All right, and
Nike unveils first swoosh NFT digital sneaker drop. The Our Force One collection will potentially consist of hundreds of thousands of virtual pairs of brands of iconic Air Force One sneaker. Boy, this is going to be pretty cool. I want to jump in on this drop and see what is available. I'm excited about this.
Yeah, I think this is really cool. It is going to be on Polygon, and you do have to be a swoosh member, which it's free. Like anyone can join.
Mm-hmm. Swooshy.
Yeah, swooshy. So it's kind of interesting because they're going to be remixing boxes, like sneaker boxes, as well as actual shoes.
That's pretty cool. I mean, boxes are actually as important as the shoe itself for most collectors, because to find a good solid box is really hard to find.
It says all virtual sneaker boxes will cost $20 basically, as a nod to the Air Force One debut, and it will not accept payments.
In cryptocurrencies.
Yeah,
they don't want Gary to kind of knock on the door and say, "What are you doing?" It's now a security. Your little NFTs are securities.
Yeah,
it's so stupid.
This is kind of interesting to me. I'm curious to see how it's gonna play out. Like if it's gonna be one of those things that totally catches and it's just like amazing, or if no one really gets into it. It's there.
Right. I think it's actually going to take off. I mean, if you can keep that Michael Jordan theme somewhere in here, then it's going to be extremely popular. If it's not a Michael Jordan, it's not going to be the same popularity.
I don't so like with the sneakerheads, the Air Force One is like super. It's a super like famous shoe.
Yeah.
So I think it would have enough popularity on its own without some sort of celebrity or athlete endorsement. And I think having to do with the customization is where they're really going to find success here. So we're going to have to see how this one kind of goes.
Yeah, perfect. Well, thank you guys very much for joining us today. I know it's been a heavy day of the Congress and people being in front of Congress, or Gary Gensler being in front of Congress, and we're listening to all the garbage coming out of that guy's mouth. I mean, talk about, he couldn't even answer half the questions. Like, I can't wait till they subpoena him, and then they actually put him under oath, and then they get the documents that we don't have to go through, the Freedom of Information Act to get, which that's how we've been getting all these documents coming out of the SEC. Wild. Guys, you take care. We will see you tomorrow.
Bye.